morning, guys. So, as we have started the productive devices concept, and we have already studied regarding some of the types of fuses and MCB, ELCB, and also the necessity of productive device. So, today we'll start up with one concept, that is earthing. So, earthing is nothing but connecting the metal body of all the appliances to the earth. Okay, so we are having many electrical devices. So those electrical devices must be connected to earth through some low resistance wire. That process is only called as earthing. So why we have to do this earthing? Because we need to provide the protection to the operator from any kind of shocks. So this earthing is very much necessary in all the domestic, commercial and industrial installations where the operator should have to be protected against the electrical shocks, or we can say death also. And we have to provide this earthing to protect the buildings and equipments, machineries, appliances under any kind of fault such as lightning fault, and also to serve as a return wire in traction work. Traction work, we are having most commonly most of the electrical applications are there in the traction work, where this earthing wire serves as a return wire also. And also it ensures the all exposed conductive parts do not reach the dangerous potential. So the potential limit of all these devices will be under the control. Like we can say, certain times whenever the operator is touching, that time the body of that operator will experiences zero voltage. So he will not get shock. And again, it provides the safe path to dissipate that lightning and surge currents and voltages. Under lightning conditions, what happens is very high voltage surge will be created and short circuits will be created. Those high voltage and current should be dissipated to earth, and that happens only with the help of earthing. Okay, so you can remember three exact points. One is to protect the operator from the shock, second is to protect the equipment and building from the lightnings, and to serve as a return wire in the traction work. So this is the 3 points you have to remember for your examination purpose. So what you may call me, you may ask me that where the earthing should be provided. So all the electrical appliances are having 3-pin socket connection. In that third pin, the center pin, which is having large diameter and having high length, are connected to earth. Okay, so this ensures that the body of all the electrical appliances and the energy meter body is connected to earth through this thick GI wire. GI wire means what? Galvanized iron wire. Okay, so by this, whenever the operator comes in contact with that application or in that with that equipment, he will not get shocked because his body voltage becomes zero and the heavy current passes to the earth through that grounding wire. Okay, so there are basically two types of earthings here we are going to study. Those are what? Pipe earthing and plate earthing. So plate earthing is what, where the digging is very easy. There we are using this plate earthing, and where we can say more commonly in all the domestic applications and all small substations, we are having pipe earthing. So these are there which you have to study for your examination purpose. Those are nothing but pipe earthing and plate earthing. Here a small picture is provided. So that picture indicates that pipe earthing method. So pipe earthing method is nothing but one galvanized iron wire we are taking, a pipe we are taking. So galvanized iron also you can prefer, or we can prefer the copper also. Why? Because they possess this very low resistance. Okay, so galvanized iron pipe, or we can take copper pipe of 75 mm diameter. Okay, so that 75 mm diameter pipe will be buried into the ground under 10 feet below the earth level. Okay, and it has provided with 4 number of holes for any external connections. So this is all about what? Pipe construction. So here we have taken one galvanized iron pipe of 75 mm diameter, and it is buried in 10 feet depth under the earth level, and it has provided with 4 number of holes for any external connections. And these holes are again useful. Why? Because these holes, as earth pit is there, no, that earth pit is filled with alternate layers of charcoal, salt and some other compounds, so that the moisture level is maintained inside that earth. Another type of earthing is what? Plate earthing. So here the plate earthing is having a plate of copper, or we can take galvanized iron plate. So if you take galvanized iron plate, the sizes are mentioned as here: 600 mm into 600 mm and in 6 mm thickness. Okay, if you take the copper plate of size, the size should be 600 mm into 600 mm with thickness of 3.15 mm. And this will be buried again under the earth at the depth of 8 feet, and that has to be placed vertically. Okay, so after placing this plate, we are we are bolting one GI strip to this for taking the external connections to this ground level. So here also this plate is surrounded by the layers of charcoal and salt so as to maintain the moisture level. So this is all about what? Plate earthing and pipe earthing, necessity of earthing and earthing. So you can refer this, as this question will be asked. Sometimes this has been asked for 5 marks or 10 marks.